break down the Sumbrada. Show why you're doing each motion of it. I remember when I first started training Filipino martial arts, they're like, hey, remember this, practice this, right? Get good at this. I kept asking why? Don't just complete the drill for the sake of completing the drill. Understand why you're doing the drill, because it's gonna help you with your self-defense. So we make it empty hand super quick. This comes in, I'm used to stepping offline. Good self-defense, not getting hit. So now here, maybe my hand gets hit in the process. So if my hand gets hit, yeah, it's gonna fucking hurt, but my training has helped me wrap and get control of this. Before, if I had my stick, I could use my stick to help disarm. I don't have that, I can use my fist, but your forearm's nice. Forearm strike, back fist, hit, crack, okay? So that's probably the most common use that you're gonna use or see, because that's the most common attack. If that horizontal cut comes in, I'm stepping out of the way. Do I step back in with a jab? That's gonna be up to you, but what have you built? Footwork. Footwork will save you. Train your footwork, okay? On the V-step, he's abanico striking from here. He's trying to hit. He could even be coming in straight down. I'm V-stepping out of the way. I'm V-stepping and getting into range and striking. In my opinion, if you're training a drill without footwork, I think you're missing a lot of why you're training that drill. It looks cool when you're going clickety, 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 clack, but if you don't know how to use that, don't train it. You ever see two dudes going stick to stick playing patty cake together? There's a reason for it. And I like to use my Filipino martial arts in case I have to deal with maybe a stick attack on the street or something like that. It's rare I'm gonna go stick to stick like we talked about before, but we're building attributes for our self-defense. So in Filipino martial arts, this is called a Sumbrada flow drill. Okay, flow is the key word here. One of my biggest pet peeves is when people do the Sumbrada drill, like we did for the flash scene, of just going clickety, 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 clickety. Okay, so what is all that, right? Sumbrada means to mirror. So it's like partner A, partner B. Partner A has set responses, partner B has set responses to partner A's responses, then we flip the switch. So slow-mo here without good footwork in anything, I attack on a vertical angle. He counters his rooftop block with a horizontal or an angle one cut. This opens up the low line, I go to cut, he hits it down. That forces a thrust, allows me to do my reverse rolling shield block. I do my abanico, he does his shield block, and now we're back at the beginning. I'm gonna use numbers this time. 1, block and counter. 2, 3, he goes to counter low, I go back. I go to thrust in, 4, 5, he abanicos, he went vertical, but the same idea as I come back. So you're just repeating this again and again. When you're training your Filipino martial arts, so you have to be careful because you're gonna get caught in this mindset of, okay, what's really mattering the most? Am I doing for flow or am I doing this for my self-defense? So if we're just staying still, doing terrible footwork, right, it's just gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you're gonna repeat that again and again and again and again. But if we start breaking down the drill on an individual level, let's just pan in on me and my feet first, okay? Is I'm striking, like I said, either vertically or diagonally angle 1. So as I'm coming down, they counter, okay? So as they counter me, boom, the counter is coming in, I have to block it. Then I horizontal cut. They hit my stick down, I reverse rolling shield block, and I abanico, or as Eric did, he just came back with a vertical strike. So very simple to be the attacker in this drill. You're just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How does that help me in my self-defense? What am I doing? Hook, cross, uppercut, overhand. It's all the same stuff. So when you're training your stick, you want to be thinking about training everything else. On the defending point of view, this is more important, okay? I'm gonna break down every motion one by one. That vertical cut comes in. At a basic level, I should be learning how to do my rooftop block. So the rooftop block is taught in a lot of different styles of Filipino martial arts. I don't care how you do it. Some styles say your hand has to be here. Some say grab your own arm. Some say to reinforce it. I don't give a shit, to be honest. Do a block that doesn't get you hit. But the thing is when I'm doing this, if I'm standing right behind this, I'm in the power band. So whenever I do my rooftop block, I'm always stepping just in case I'm not fast enough with my stick. Now we're starting to see, hey, that might translate into my self-defense a little more. But let's go back to the drill. So step one was move off to the side. Step two is now I'm counter-cutting him. So how do I do that? I'm thinking of throwing my hook punch. Here's my hook punch with the stick. I'm just going to make it a horizontal strike for now. And Eric's going to pivot using his good footwork as well. But now if I've especially struck high to his head, we can see the low line is open. If that low line is open and coming forward, I need to get out of the way. If I rely on just my stick doing the work, I better have a really good left hand or live hand. I better have perfect timing with this, and I'm strong enough to hit and deflect it out of the way. It can be done for sure. Most people just hollow out with it. If I hollow though, it might be hard for me to drive back in. So as I go back, I'm stepping back, moving my center. If I move this, my center only moves so far. My center's here, my centers move that far. If they're really reaching for that, that might still get me. So I got to hollow out. So compared to hollowing out, just step back. You can completely disengage on this whole situation, but as that cut came through, I'm going to step down, and now I'm going to drive off that back foot, and I'm going to drive forward with that thrust. If you notice there, all Eric had to do, and you could kind of even make this like Tai Chi sticky sword, is when I go down and I go forward, he's feeling that connection. And we're sticky here, right? So I'm trying to thrust on him, he's feeling the angle. Once I feel that happen, I want to roll this. This opens up the abanico strike. One of my biggest pet peeves, again, is just relying on your rooftop block without footwork. My footwork is the most important part here, because if my stick fails me, at least my footwork might move me. He would have probably hit me in the shoulder there, to be honest, if he was aiming at my head. So from here, I come back, boom, I help reinforce that motion. Now here in the Filipino martial arts world, what style do you train? If I move again with my right foot forward, don't move, I'm stepping into a range that I can start scraping the face using my puño. I can hit with my stick. There's lots going on here. This is where I recommend with a lot of Filipino martial art training, you can switch into your different ranges, whether you want to stay in medial range or move out to into corto or out to largo range. That's going to be up to you. But if I just feed this down on him right now and he practices his footwork stepping out to the side, right away our angles have changed and they're different. So let's break this down into what I agree is, or what I think I should say, because obviously I agree with myself, okay, is what self-defense am I building on my blocks? So my first block was what? Rooftop block, stepping off of the line. So off and then counter hitting. Okay, my next motion, my right leg was forward. The cut is coming through here. I step back and I step forward. So if you notice, what are we doing? Block and counter. Block and counter. The next motion here, I love my V-step training because it translates into my knife work, so I love playing with it, is now I'm coming in and stepping out for my wing block into my counter. So when I'm by myself, you can train it at home. One, counter. Cut comes in, one, counter. Moving this way, in, counter. So now you have your three basic blocks when you're thinking about using your Sumbrada flow drill. So when you're training it, train it that way. Don't create my pet peeve of going clickety, 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 clickety. Oh yeah, look at me. Now I'm cool and I'm moving around and it's like, yeah, sure. It looks cool. Maybe it's a little flashy, but train it for a reason. Train it with intention. So what I like to do here when I train is as he attacks, I'm gonna block and he doesn't move. Now I'm working on the target, don't move. I'm targeting and I'm seeing, okay, what am I hitting? What range? What do I want to hit? Do I want to hit the hand or not? Then from here, he goes to block. So now he trains the block itself. This allows him to get his live hand involved so his left hand can touch, which allows that cut to happen. He's made impact, now it's my turn. Hand, hit down. I'm gonna step in and get my thrust. Bang, now he turns. Bang. Now here, he does his abanico. Bang, I should rooftop. Oh, look, wing block. I should use my V-step and get out of the way. Don't move. Then if I want to finish the drill, I can just come in here and strike. I can use Blint walk and strike. He can block with the other hand. I can do that, cut, push, and finish. Break down the Sumbrada. Show why you're doing each motion of it. I remember when I first started training Filipino martial arts, they're like, hey, remember this, practice this, right? Get good at this. I kept asking why? Don't just complete the drill for the sake of completing the drill. Understand why you're doing the drill, because it's gonna help you with your self-defense. So we make it empty hand super quick. This comes in, I'm used to stepping offline. Good self-defense, not getting hit. So now here, maybe my hand gets hit in the process. So if my hand gets hit, yeah, it's gonna fucking hurt, but my training has helped me wrap and get control of this. Before, if I had my stick, I could use my stick to help disarm. I don't have that, I can use my fist, but your forearm's nice. Forearm strike, back fist, hit, crack, okay? So that's probably the most common use that you're gonna use or see, because that's the most common attack. If that horizontal cut comes in, I'm stepping out of the way. Do I step back in with a jab? That's gonna be up to you, but what have you built? Footwork. Footwork will save you. Train your footwork, okay? On the V-step, he's abanico striking from here. He's trying to hit. He could even be coming in straight down. I'm V-stepping out of the way. I'm V-stepping and getting into range and striking. In my opinion, if you're training a drill without footwork, I think you're missing a lot of why you're training that drill. It looks cool when you're going clickety, 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 clack, but if you don't know how to use that, don't train it. Slow it down, train it slow, help your partner get better so you get better. That's why Filipino martial arts has a lot of self-defense in it with the right mindset. Train your ass off. Thanks for watching the video. You're obviously very dedicated towards your practice of self-defense, but there's only so much that you can learn from a quick couple-minute videos, and this is why the Buddha Brothers and I spent some serious time and effort and put together a very, very high-quality product available on BuddhaBrothers.com. It covers all the ranges of martial arts and everything that you need to do in order to be better at your self-defense. But what it also does is it walks you through how to train it by yourself, how to train it with a partner, so that you're actually building the skills and the attributes needed for self-defense. Yes, watching the quick videos and the shorts can do a lot, but if you really want to take a deep dive and learn a lot about self-defense, this is why we made this course for you. So make sure you train your ass off and stay safe.